I would like every panelist tonight who is on the show, and I welcome Niladri Aditya Gupta. Niladri backs TMC. Aditya Gupta is from the PDP. Reena Gupta is the national spokesperson of Aam Aadmi Party. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, he is pro-Congress. Rajat Sethi is a right-leaning columnist and analyst. Priyanka Tibrewal is BJP spokesperson. And Rami Desai is an author and a scholar on the northeastern region. She has a lot of expertise on the issue of infiltration. I don't want to make this political. I have started by also criticizing the BJP by saying that its interest at a very national level on the infiltrator issue is sometimes, I worry, too seasonal. You know, before a Jharkhand election, you'll pick up the infiltrators issue. Before the Bengal election, before an Assam election, before a Delhi election, you'll pick up the infiltrator issue. But it's not consistent. And that is the problem with the BJP. I hope you understand where I'm coming from, Priyanka. You have not implemented NRC. You keep talking about it as an issue. You put out all the visuals of the Delhi police catching infiltrators now, but they were not doing it 1 year back. You do it. You make infiltrators, infiltration an issue for your own political reasons before a state election, and we all understand it. But not that you're doing the wrong thing, but you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you had the intent to throw out infiltrators, you would have done it by now in 10 years. Hashtag catch infiltrators. I want, Priyanka, first for you to explain why this is so seasonal and opportunistic by the BJP.
Arnab, this is not at all seasonal. Now, the way you are putting it or the way people are seeing it, it is actually not that. In Bengal, you have seen, if only I speak about Bengal today, like you mentioned Delhi as well, along with that. Now, Bengal is becoming one of the main zone from where this infiltration is happening. And who is promoting all this? The government sitting here. Now, I do not know how Mamata Banerjee is pointing a finger towards the BSF, whereas she knows that in an area of 456 kilometers, half of it which is required to be acquired by the government for fencing, she is not providing the same. Then how can we have a fencing? Because that has to be done by the state government. And Mamata Banerjee refuses, and full-fledgedly she's just lying and saying that BSF is responsible for that. She forgets that she is the one who is going out of her way and saying that infiltrators Rohingyas are also people. She is forgetting that when CPM was there, she was the one to throw papers at the then speaker saying that we do not want Rohingyas, we do not want infiltrators to be a part of the voter list. But now, because again politics comes in here, see, it is not that we are saying this because of politics, but it is because of politics that people like Mamata Banerjee are trying to make Bengal into a terrorist hub, a place where terrorists and people belonging and having relations with all the terrorist groups are coming and staying here. This has become a safe haven for them.
Just one small point. I think the whole debate can end in 5 minutes if you agree on this. Just, Niladri, one statement from Trinamool or Aam Aadmi Party that you want every infiltrator to be thrown out from the country. Just one statement. Every infiltrator must be caught, put in jail and thrown out. Just watch, viewers. If I can get an answer to this, the debate is over. And that is all they need to say.
Arnab, see,
Niladri.
The CM is very categorically stated today that the infiltration which is occurring because of the BSF allowing safe passage to
No. What did I say? Wait, see, 1 minute. No, Niladri, wait. Take a pause, wait. No, take a pause, wait. Thank you very much. Rajat, what did I ask him? I just said that say that we are against every infiltrator, and mostly the infiltrators are all Muslim infiltrators, even if they think that we will support them because they will promise to vote for, we are against Bangladeshi infiltrators. One statement. Ladies and gentlemen, am I asking for too much? Rajat, am I asking for too much?
Arnab, now they will portray as if they don't have basic English understanding comprehension skills also. They will never answer to you pointedly. You mark my words on this.
Why is that, Reena? I'm sure that you will answer pointedly instead of avoiding the question. Can you, as the national spokesperson of AAP, and I promise you, I will carry it as breaking news immediately. I will carry it as breaking news immediately if you tell me that AAP, that you are against, that you want every illegal infiltrator to be caught, right, and thrown out. Just give me that statement. It will be the biggest issue for the Delhi elections. Issue will be over. I will put it as breaking news. I'll carry it on Republic Bharat, India's #1 Hindi news channel. Everybody in India will know. Everybody in Delhi will know. Please, just say that one thing, that you want all illegal infiltrators to be caught and thrown out.
I want every illegal infiltrator to be caught and thrown out. अब मैं हिंदी में भी बोलूं कि वो सारे रोहिंग्या जो अवैध तरीके से हमारे देश में आए हैं उनको पकड़ना चाहिए, उनको निकाल के बाहर भेजना चाहिए।
मगर उनको तो आपने
भारतीय जनता पार्टी और
रहने की जगह दी है,
डेज पे कुछ बोलती है।
अरे यार, 1 minute. आप says breaking news. आप says I'm carrying this as breaking news as I promised. Aam Aadmi Party says every illegal infiltrator should be caught and thrown out. हर घुसपैठिए को पकड़ के बांग्लादेश वापस भेजना चाहिए। ये आम आदमी पार्टी की राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता का बहुत क्लियर कमेंट है। आई अप्रिशिएट इट। It will be a very big talking point. Thank you, Reena. Please continue. How should?
But can I please complete what I was trying to say? Can I complete?
No. I understood what you said. It's already breaking news.
No, but Arnab, बहुत बचे हैं ना।
Yeah, I've said, but उसके बाद तो बोलने दो।
उसमें बाद में बोलने को क्या बात है?
The Indian citizens on the ground of infiltration.
अरे बोलने को बहुत कुछ बचा है।
अच्छा बोलिए।
बहुत कुछ।
1 minute बोलिए रीना बोलिए।
देखिए, ये ना बड़ी अजीब सी बात है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ऑड डेज पे बोलती है रोहिंग्या आ गए, बांग्लादेशी आ गए, उनको बाहर फेंको। इवन डेज पे इनके मंत्री हरिदीप सिंह पुरी एकदम शान से बोलते हैं कि दिल्ली में रोहिंग्या को बसाने का काम मोदी जी की सरकार कर रही है। हम उनको बक्करवाला में घर देंगे, 24 आवर प्रोटेक्शन प्रदान करेंगे। सो कैन दे डिसाइड whether they are allowing Rohingyas to come to India, whether they are helping Rohingyas settle down in India, or they want Rohingyas to leave the country.
Who is the
because
government
whether
in Delhi?
it's border protection or it is
Who
law
is
and order in
giving
Delhi,
voter cards and
all of
Aadhaar
it is
cards?
under them.
Now
So if
you
Rohingyas
say-
are
Who is
coming
in
to
charge of
India,
the Indian border?
please keep quiet. I did not interrupt. Who is this now?
Priyanka Tibrewal of the BJP.
Keep quiet. Keep quiet.
वो put a verses between them.
बदल नहीं सकते।
Who is in charge of
आप
the
पहले
Indian
बताइए
border?
वोटर
ये
कार्ड,
अर्नब
आधार
भाई
कार्ड
के ऊपर
जो
डिबेट
You
है।
had energy.
यहाँ पे बोल
Like
नहीं
in
दिया
Delhi,
जाता
like
सबको।
Arnab.
Only 2 on a verse.
नहीं होती है।
Mamata Banerjee
1 minute.
has-
Priyanka, let her complete. Priyanka, let her complete. I request you now, please. Thank you. Let her complete. She's made a significant comment today that every infiltrator should be caught and thrown out. Every Bangladeshi infiltrator should be caught and thrown out. It's a good statement made by the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson.
Arnab, for the past 10 years, who is protecting the borders of our country? It is the Bharatiya Janata Party government. If there are infiltrators in the country, who's responsible?
Does Aam
Law and
Aadmi
order in
support the
Delhi,
CAA?
again Bharatiya Janata
Does
Party.
Aam Aadmi
So I
support
don't
the
understand
NRC?
what
If
is
you
the
want to support
issue.
NRC,
Why are
did you say
infiltrators
that-
being
why
allowed
did
in
you
the
stand on the
country?
stage with
And
Mamata
why are they
Banerjee?
being given
Why
housing by
did you
Bharatiya Janata
object to
Party?
NRC in
I am
West
saying
Bengal
throw them
or in
out.
Delhi?
Throw them
Why
out.
did you object to
Throw them
CAA
out. Or
that
you
it was being
resign.
implemented in India
Otherwise you
because of the
resign.
vote politics?
आपसे
Now tell
border
me,
की
आप
सुरक्षा
बोलिए
नहीं
ना।
हो रही है।
No,
आप बोलिए कि
a
जो
simple point here.
आपको कोई हक
जिनके
नहीं
आधार
है।
कार्ड आपने बनाए,
आप
vote
resign
for
करिए।
You have to do up and down,
She
please.
is
You can't go
here
like
saying
one by.
that, Arnab, now she has clearly said that the minorities who have come as infiltrators from Bangladesh or anybody else for that
This
matter,
picture I want
Aam Aadmi
of the
doesn't want their
infiltrators
votes.
को।
आपको उनके वोट नहीं चाहिए। फिर वोटर आईडी कार्ड क्यों बना कर दिया? आधार कार्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स क्यों बना करके दिए? Now she is saying that the BJP, whether she is confused whether the BJP wants them or the BJP doesn't want them, but documents were issued by you. You are there in the state. Why didn't you do anything up till now? We have seen you holding hands with Mamata Banerjee and doing kaka chi-chi that we do not want CAA. You are the people who went outside Gandhi Murti, protested
Only that still picture.
day in and day out for the infiltrators. Why?
Do you want me to speak?
If you don't,
Arnab, or
if you
you
say-
No,
infiltrators
1 minute. A question tonight.
Don't do
A very elementary question tonight, and it goes to you, Reena. Reena, can you just, let's be very clear with each other today. Do you think that the Delhi police, can I show the visual, please? Which, middle of the frame, please, if you don't mind. The Delhi police has done such a great job. It is catching so many infiltrators. Would you at least give them a good word and say Delhi police is doing a good job catching these infiltrators? You know, there's a man called Mohammad Akhtar Sheikh. He was working as a laborer for a contractor in Sarojini Nagar. And subsequent investigations by law enforcement officials showed how he first claimed to be a resident of West Bengal. He had come in 2024. He was rearrested, married a Hindu wife, had 2 daughters. Now, there is a crime registered against him of drug peddling. Don't you think Delhi police has done a good job? Come on, say something nice for the Delhi police. They're catching all these infiltrators. Doesn't it make you feel safe? Doesn't it make you feel safe that these infiltrators are being caught?
Arnab, Delhi police did a very...
Or does police do everything bad because they are not under you?
Did a great job today. Arey bolne do. The police commissioner of Delhi today did a great job. Somebody asked him, is there a connection, any connection of Aam Aadmi Party helping these infiltrators? He said categorically, no connection with Aam Aadmi Party. So I hope the Bharatiya Janata Party spokespersons and सारे भाजपाइयों ने आज वो दिल्ली के पुलिस कमिश्नर का वो स्टेटमेंट सुन लिया. Arnab, please ask your team to play that statement. Again, she's interrupting. See, that is the
one minute. Priyanka. I never said that you are bringing in the infiltrators. But I'm saying today on record that your political best friend, Mamata Banerjee and Trinamool Congress, is giving them total VIP treatment. Her party says if you're from Bangladesh, don't have problem, come here, I will help you to vote. Do you support that?
Not just that.
And all these people coming in, by the way, have been brought in through West Bengal and come to Delhi. And how do they come to West Bengal? Mamata Banerjee says, don't worry, come on, I'll help you. And we feel unsafe.
Sorry, no, that is not the case. That's not the case. You cannot put words like this. It is not the case. Mamata Banerjee has never said.
Okay, now I'd like to bring in Rami. I'd like to bring in Rami Desai because she had an on and off bad connection. People ask me, Arnab, why are you against infiltrators? Is it because you're from Assam? Yes. Because I want to say, because I am from Assam, I have a lived experience of what has happened in my district. Unfortunately, I have to share the reality, Kamruzaman, don't take it personally, any of you, but I am from Borpeta district, right? I am from Hortebari, Borpeta district, Polla Hotro, okay? And I want to tell you, I want to tell you, Kamruzaman, the shocking reality that Assam, my district, has become 71% Muslim because of infiltration. I don't have a problem with Hindu-Muslim. But I know this is because of infiltration, you see. And don't tell me, no, this is organic growth. It's not organic. Dhubri has become 79%, right? Bongaigaon has become 51%. Darang is 65%, all Muslim. Now, if someone were to tell, someone were to tell Reena that, Reena, imagine one day a whole lot of Bangladeshis come into Delhi. And Delhi becomes 60%, 70% Muslim.
Arnab,
most of them Bangladeshi Muslims. She will not be quiet.
Arnab, can I reply to you, please?
I want to ask Rami, it's a national security issue.
Good evening, Arnab.
Rami, please.
Yeah, Arnab, it's absolutely surprising that we are still debating this because like you said right at the outset, that this should be a national agenda to remove all sorts of infiltration. There isn't a nationwide data on the same, but approximately there are 20 million immigrants in the country. And I'm not really quite sure, where this sort of defense of this infiltration comes from. But let me be very clear. It was not long ago that Ansarullah Bangla team, Al-Qaeda affiliated militant organization in Bangladesh, the head, Mr. Rahmani, actually appealed to Mamata Banerjee to break away from the rest of the country. The reason that so much of faith is shown in governments, state governments like this, is because they know where their bread is buttered, they know where they can get somewhat amount of support from. And the reason that they feel this way is because the kind of infiltration that we have seen on our northeastern borders, especially, if you look at West Bengal, has been completely uncontested, has been completely ignored. We look at not just the Bangladesh border, but you look at the Myanmar border also. You look at what we see happening in Manipur. You've already given us some shocking statistics about what is happening in Assam. We understand that these are difficult borders to maintain. We understand that previous governments had absolutely no interest in plugging these porous borders, even though majority of the infiltration happened during their time. But the fact of the matter remains that this is still surprising to me how this is not a national agenda, how all parties cannot come together on the same platform and ask for these approximate 20 million infiltrators to be for some amount of NRC to be done or to be expelled from this country. Now, let me also
say what happened in Assam NRC. In Assam NRC, 19 lakh Hindus were thrown out from the list.
No, absolutely. I'm not contesting the fact that NRC needs to be...
Assam has been taken over by Bangladeshi infiltrators. Please realize that, Niladri. Don't teach me.
That NRC needs to be refined. Nobody is saying that there aren't better ways to do it. But if long-standing issues like boundary issues between Mizoram and Assam can be solved,
I'll tell you.
We can have a new framework for the NRC which suits everybody. But having said that, to always figure out problems, to always be counter to what should be a national interest debate is what I find shocking about you, sir. There is nothing to counter here.
We are not in favor of infiltrators.
Let me also tell you this. When we talk about that you have defended a party in the let me tell you.
Rami, louder, Rami. Let Rami speak.
Today in Bengal, I can understand.
When we defend Rohingyas, there have been opposition parties that have defended them. Even while the Home Minister has made his position and this country's position extremely clear in the Parliament, there's always been this tacit defense for groups like this. Now, let me also tell you that if there is any support for groups like this, you do not know your history, sir. Because the problem with the Rohingyas does not go back to 2016 when they were expelled from Myanmar. It goes back to the partition of India. When ISI trained Rohingyas, who were at that point known as Arakan Muslims, to be in a position where they can attack India at any given time. And this, sir, was written in the IB letters that came from Mr. Sanjeevi to Mr. Patel. And you can find these in archives. So, this sort of, constantly trying to find favor in vote banks, constantly trying to find favor in populations that have nothing, no cultural synchronicity.
No, 1 minute. Any of you, see, just may I bring in Kamru and Aditya now into the debate, because they've spoken less, and Rajat and Rami also for a while. See, first of all, we are not safe with so many infiltrators in the country. Rami mentioned a figure of about 20 million. I actually think the number is around 30 million. Now, what is 30 million? Approximately, let me tell you, on a rough estimate, I'm just putting a rough estimate, if the population of the United Kingdom is about 6.9 crore or 69 million, then it would not be wrong to say if 40% of the population of United Kingdom were picked up today and put in India, that is the number of illegal infiltrators we have in our country. Okay, how dangerous is it? And Kamru, I'll tell you this. I want to ask you viewers, you're watching this tonight, do you feel safe when I'm telling you there are 30 million infiltrators all over our country, maybe more, certainly not less. Kamru, don't do this to my country. Don't do this. Congress party cannot be allowed. We're going to fight you now. If you try to do this,
please,
we're going to fight you, and we're not going to allow.
Stand in Assam. Do you support Congress party stand of Assam?
Your party has ruined. Congress party has ruined Assam. I'll tell you, Congress party has ruined Assam.
That's your opinion.
No, it's my view, it's my knowledge, it's my fact.
Your opinion.
Oh, it is. 1 minute. It's not my opinion. It's a reality.
It's your opinion.
It's my reality. I'm very proud. Kamru Zaman, let me tell you. I'll tell you one thing now. I am one of the proudest Assamese, and I was so proud. My grandfather wrote a book called Assam, an epitome of India, Gauri Shankar Bhattacharjee, very well-known communist leader. Let me tell you this, we were proud of the diversity of Assam, and can I tell you also this, Kamru Zaman, can I tell you, then you know, and I felt proud that when Bhupen Hazarika used to sing Qawwalis, we used to say this is the diversity of Assam, but today the diversity is over because you people have allowed Bangladeshi infiltrators who don't respect our culture, our way of life, or the Assamese identity, or even the Bharatiya identity to take over my country and my state. I'm so sorry.
Can I have
I'm so sorry.
Reply?
Yeah. Don't provoke me on what you've done on Assam.
Please let me reply.
Yes.
I have lived through the 1983 Bengali Khatao. Okay? So
he's going to start a Bengali versus Assamese thing. Such a narrow-minded thinking. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. This is not Bengali versus Assamese. This is about illegal infiltrators. This is about illegal infiltrators. There are enough people of Bengali descent in Assam and of Assamese descent in Bengal, and everybody is very happy. This is about foreigners. Don't try to conflate a foreigners issue with a linguistic issue. You are trying to do something very dangerous, and I'm seeing through your plan. Kamru Zaman, you are doing a wrong thing, and I will not allow you to do that.
You are trying to push your opinion into the
My opinion is very clear, sir, that there is a real danger.
This is pretty shameful now.
That India
this has been the habit consistently. This is what Congress party has given to Assam.
Do you accept
that
any Bangladeshi migrant should be kicked out of India irrespective of their religion? We have conducted an NRC.
I would say this to you.
Why did the NRC 20 lakh
Arnab,
people
we are not talking
not yet
a 5
thrown out
decade,
of
6
Assam
decade
as
long
of
problem.
date?
We are
Why?
talking the problem of today.
That India cannot be a dharamshala to the
Okay, 1 minute. Let him complete. Rajat, I'm coming to you. I'll give a 10-second answer because I'll allow my friend Rajat to reply to you. You're trying to. Do you think you made a very intelligent point to me? You haven't.
No.
1 minute. Listen to me. I believe in the law. I believe that Hindus are persecuted in Bangladesh, and the government of India should legally bring all persecuted Hindus from Bangladesh to have a home in India. Muslims are not being persecuted in Bangladesh.
No, you want the
Muslims are not. No, I don't want anyone to come in illegally. I don't want anyone, Hindu or Muslim, to come in illegally. But I want persecuted Hindus to feel they have a home in India.
Bangladeshi fundamentalists.
You just want to create a Muslim vote bank. You've got narrow-minded
This
thinking.
I think the problem is
Rajat can counter. Rami, I'll come to you. Rami and Priyanka, I'll come to you. Rajat can counter. Let Rajat counter.
There is a reason why we come to this debate on illegal migration on your channel, Arnab, because you have been consistently for past decade or so raising this topic, and it requires serious policy deliberations, not politicking at the shameless level that Congress and TMC is willing to engage on. It is a policy complexity because today if you say 3 million or 4 million, 30 million or 40 million illegal Bangladeshi migrants have entered the country, the real problem is that they are more bona fide citizens now because they have acquired, starting with Aadhaar card, voter ID card, passports. Now they have become bona fide citizens. Now the real challenge is, how do you identify these people? Assam did this exercise under the supervision of the Supreme Court. And after that, what happened? The illegal migrants, Muslim migrants in the state of Assam, they immediately moved to the neighborhood states. They moved to today, look at Nagaland. Half the population of Nagaland has become Muslim population there. Look at what has happened to the foothills of Arunachal Pradesh. Look at what has happened to the Muslim population in Manipur. So what is happening essentially is you do isolated NRCs in one state, the immediate impacts are stop blabbering and having a policy level discussion.
With the NRC
this is the problem. The opposition doesn't want to
Rajat,
engage
please
in
continue.
intellectual conversations.
Raise Rajat's audio.
Arnab, the point is, how do you today conduct an NRC in one state? If you conduct, say, today only in West Bengal, all the illegal migrants will run quickly to the neighboring states like Jharkhand, etc. You will again be, you will come to the square one on that. The real thing is that you need to have a nationwide NRC. That is number one. Number two is you need to stop issuance of Aadhaar cards at the border villages. The biggest problem is what is happening now as we speak. I'm not even talking about what has happened in the past. Today, they are entering in the country with the Aadhaar card. Aadhaar-related kiosks are being set up right littered around the borders under the tutelage of the state governments. So the state governments have to ensure that none of these Aadhaar cards automatically become the route for getting voter rights or getting the rights to become Indian citizen. This is why Himanta Biswa Sharma brought in a regulation that Aadhaar cards will have to be vetted at the district level. They cannot be given on the border villages. And I think this is where all the parties across political lines should come out and say that, yes, we are going to stop Aadhaar being given ad nauseum to the people who are just crossing the border and have their brethren or their agents or dealers or handlers sitting on the other side of the border and literally distributing these Aadhaar cards. Because at the end of the day, you require an iris scan and you require a photo, and that's it.
I'd like to bring in Aditya, please, if I may, because he hasn't spoken at all, and then I'm opening this up, please. Priyanka, let me bring in Aditya with my next point, please.
10 seconds.
After Aditya, can I come to you, Reena, because he hasn't spoken at all? Then I'll come to you and I'll open it up. I want to make my last point here, viewers, and I'm not hyping it. I believe that we are not safe as a country with 20, 30, 40, whatever million infiltrators in our country, because infiltrators don't follow the law. You just need to see what's happening in the United States of America, the kind of crime that infiltrators do, the number of murders, rapes, killings, shootouts, subway attacks that infiltrators do. And why do they do it? Because an infiltrator who comes in feeling he's infiltrated to the country, he's broken the law the moment he enters. He does not feel circumscribed by the law. And people who say Samvidhan khatre mein should first ask, do these 30 million infiltrators believe in Samvidhan? Now, Aditya, they are a threat to India's national security. Rohingya refugees, for example, you know that they have links with various deadly terrorist groups. The Rohingya terrorist group called Aka Mul Mujahideen, AMM, is active in Jammu and Kashmir, actively in touch with Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, right? And the heads of Al-Qaeda's offshoot, Ansar Ghazawat-ul-Hind in Kashmir, Zakir Musa, has expressed solidarity with the Rohingyas in Jammu. Is not hype. Viewers, this is the truth. When I say these things, people say, Arnab, you're a right-winger. It is a fact. In fact, there was a 10-minute video I saw where Zakir Musa warned the Narendra Modi government against deporting Rohingyas from India. They are a law and order problem in Manipur. They are involved in deforestation, poppy cultivation, drug-related menace. Just because, so Aditya, does it not cause you concern? Aditya, that is a huge national security.
As a matter of fact, it's a major concern. Any illegal immigrant in the country is an issue. See, when everyone has been talking about infiltrators. See, Arnab, when infiltration has to be discussed, I think Jammu and Kashmir and we people in Jammu and Kashmir understand infiltration the most, because we have suffered for 30 years from the infiltration that has come from Pakistan. Because for our understanding, the infiltrator is a person who becomes a member of a group and then proves his point and tries to override his views in that group and then disturb the public harm and public safety. So that is what we have been always calling the militants or as the infiltrators who come from across the border. As far as the illegal immigrants across the country is concerned, the number as whatever the unconfirmed data is, let's, for the sake of argument, take as to be a data. There has to be a national policy which has to be created as far as how to stop the illegal immigration. One, number two, how to send them back to their respective countries, irrespective of their religion or whatever they are. It doesn't matter from which, because as a matter of fact, we are Indians, and any person who comes from any other country, irrespective of belonging to any other religion, has a second right over our country, which is India. So as a matter of fact, I think the national policy has to be first of all created as to stop the illegal immigration into the country. And second, how to send them back, because we are also signatory to certain treaties and the conventional UN
there the
conventions.
issue comes. No, the problem is you say the first thing and you immediately start saying that target. I believe in a very firm policy. I think it's very, very good. Catch the infiltrator, throw them out. Why are we confounding ourselves? Oh, this law, that law, UN, this, that. You tell me, did the Rohingya, did the infiltrator, no, 1 minute. Aditya, did the Rohingya go to the United Nations, get permission, get a photostat copy and enter the country?
Correct.
So he enters the country illegally, but I have to find legal ways to throw him out.
But Arnab, our law is very clear on this.
Just a small point. Just Rajat, small point, then you can continue. I'm not opposed to what you are saying. Just give me a space. Give me 30 seconds, I'll just explain.
No, I'm making a point here. Aditya, please understand. I'm a sovereign country.
Yes.
It is my sovereign right whether I accept people or reject people. United Nations cannot decide that I have to accept people. If somebody is illegal, I'll throw him out. It's not my responsibility. I have limited resources. I feel unsafe. I will not keep it. Will you keep an infiltrator in your colony, in your home?
Oh, I said it is the biggest problem.
No, then will you go to the United Nations to seek permission?
To the UN Convention, you have to respect that.
As far as the convention is concerned, that's a technical problem that comes to the government of India.
Yes.
So
कोई technical problem नहीं है.
Goswami and Aditya agree on this.
No, Aditya Niladri, 1 minute.
Also has to understand that part.
No, Aditya Niladri.
I said the central government has to take a lead on it. I agree with what you are saying. But central government has to take a lead and create a policy. That policy has to be into play. And only you can actually execute what is your intention. You are clear in your intention. You don't want anyone from outside the country to be taking up or eating up our resources.
I want to ask you, Aditya, one minute. Niladri, 1 minute. Niladri and Rami can come in on this. I want to know whether after Donald Trump gets sworn in on 20th, he will go with a big file to the United Nations to throw out the infiltrators in USA. Will he go?
If you are a signatory to the UN Convention,
ये सब debates useless है.
It is a guarantee given by the sovereign. The sovereign has signed that treaty.
I am a sovereign country, yaar.
Yes.
1 minute. I will decide whether my government will decide whether they are here to stay or not.
Detention camps are meant to sign the treaty. Anybody that you find who has illegally entered into the country is to be immediately put up in detention jails. That is what our law says.
No. They are now. Can I get Rami in? No. 1 minute. Just one minute. 1 minute.
Mamata Banerjee.
No. Yes, Kamru on the right. Kamru and Rami.
Illegal migrants in Assam. They have been caught in NRC exercise from 2015. BJP opened 9.5 lakh Aadhaar biometrics in Assam. What is their intention? Is India going to be a dharamshala for Bangladeshis and Rohingyas? Catch them, expel them, deport them. Why are you dilly-dallying on this issue? India cannot be a dharamshala for your vote bank. You want to play vote bank of the country. Look, Bangladeshis are being exploited in Bangladesh. So we need to...
I want to tell you viewers, you may...
I will not let even a single Bangladeshi infiltrate into my colony.
Kamru, since you can't find any Bangladeshi in your colony, take a walk outside your colony maybe. Second point I want to tell you, viewers, see, we are not safe. We have to decide now. We are Indian, we are not safe. 25.4% of all the crimes committed by foreign nationals in India are committed by people from Bangladesh, who represent the largest population. So that's why, Reena, you should support it. And what is this UN nonsense? And I'm not going to... UN is one big, gigantic bureaucracy. Should I go to the UN to ask the UN? I mean, when Germany deported Afghan nationals, they said, we'll not give you asylum, get out. US Customs and Enforcement catches lakhs of immigrants, catches them and says, we put you in jail, go. Italy's interior minister says, my government's priority is to send back undocumented immigrants. Even Rishi Sunak did exactly the same. His biggest political fight was over how many illegal infiltrators he can throw out. So it's not just Libya which throws out, all these so-called Western democracies throw out infiltrators.
2,000 illegal migrants have been caught by India and have been deported. Out of that,
not enough. Rami can respond.
Out of it, 1,600 have found to be
Absolutely,
Nigerian.
Arnab, not enough. I think there's much more to be done. But let me also be clear: everybody who, on the other side is putting the blame on the center. Fair enough. But what were you doing for the last 50 years, for the last 60 years, allowing this sort of infiltration to happen, where massive demographic change has happened in all these states? I can speak about the Northeast, and like you said, Arnab, we are talking about, here we are talking about, there's been demographic change, constitutional supplies. Let me tell you, Arnab, that there are bigger problems, as you would know, problems like land jihad. That is going to, scheduled tribe land is going to...
Reena, 1 minute, please wait. Let her, I'll come to you straight after her. Reena, I'll come to you straight after Rami.
Not letting me speak, Arnab.
I will.
I don't think
after her, I'm coming straight to you.
What's the purpose? I can go as far as to say that even your association with parties that have defended illegal immigration or have made a concerted effort towards demographic change in states like West Bengal makes you as guilty as anybody else. This is a question about national security. You know, Arnab, you didn't mention ARSA, Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, you know, a Rohingya terrorist group where the leadership is a Pakistani, Jununi. You know, so without knowing the antecedents of these refugees, just because we label them refugees does not mean that they demand our
Okay, you have, may I ask you a question, please, Reena? I first of all appreciate what you said. Reena said, Aam Aadmi Party official statement, every illegal infiltrator should be, obviously all infiltrators are illegal, it should be picked up and thrown out. Appreciate that. Reena, the nation wants to know whether you will support the NRC, implementation of NRC.
No.
That's where you are coming
That
from.
is a way to do it, no?
No, that's not the way. You have failed NRC in Assam.
ये बताइए,
बताइए,
can I respond?
हाँ पूछिए.
Can I respond?
हाँ बोलिए, मेरे सवाल का जवाब दे दे रीना जी.
देखिए पिछले 10 साल से देश के होम मिनिस्टर कौन है, अरविंद केजरीवाल या मिस्टर अमित शाह? तो अगर हमारे देश में रोहिंग्या आए हैं तो उसके लिए जिम्मेदार कौन है? 10 साल से क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग? झारखंड चुनाव से पहले कहा कि रोहिंग्या आ गए झारखंड में, झारखंड चुनाव को 2 महीने खत्म हो गए, कितने रोहिंग्या आपने झारखंड से वापस भेजे हैं? पहले मुझे वो फिगर दीजिए आप. झारखंड चुनाव को 2 महीने खत्म हो गए, कितने रोहिंग्या झारखंड से डिपोर्ट किए गए हैं? दिल्ली में रोहिंग्या को आपने फ्लैट क्यों दिए? आज आप दिल्ली वालों से माफी मांगो. दिल्ली में रोहिंग्या,
डू यू सपोर्ट द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ द NRC?
मेरे पास 17 अगस्त 2022 की ट्वीट है. दिल्ली में रोहिंग्या को फ्लैट,
रीना,
दिल्ली में रोहिंग्या को 24 घंटे सिक्योरिटी दी जा रही है. हम दिल्ली में सेफ नहीं है, लेकिन रोहिंग्या को 24 घंटे सिक्योरिटी दी जा रही है. ये कहाँ का इंसाफ है? आप बताइए मुझे अभी तक किसी ने जवाब नहीं दिया कि दिल्ली में आपने रोहिंग्या को फ्लैट क्यों नहीं दिए. इस बात का जवाब दे भारतीय जनता पार्टी.
प्रियंका वर्सेस
माइनॉरिटी बैंक को भी
वर्सेस
आप कहिए ना कि आपका जो माइनॉरिटी वोट बैंक है, जो इस इन्फिल्ट्रेशन का हिस्सा है, क्या आप उनके लिए भी, उनको देश से बाहर निकालने के लिए एनआरसी को इम्प्लीमेंट करने की
बोथ वॉल्यूम आप बोथ इक्वली आप
we want to know whether you support NRC or not.
Amit Shah must resign. Amit Shah should resign. He has not been able to protect our borders.
बांग्लादेश से आए हैं, जो आपका मुस्लिम माइनॉरिटी वोट बैंक है, उनको आप निकाल बाहर करेंगे.
Okay, I also want to ask. I wish to ask one question, please, if you may. It is also the citizen's responsibility to check the antecedents of people, and I think while the citizen can't be completely blamed, we must find out. And let me, for example, address people in Bengaluru tonight. Bengaluru has a huge water crisis, has been, right? Huge urbanization, climate change, everything, right? Now, I want to ask people in Bengaluru, for example, will you employ Bangladeshis directly or indirectly, even if it were to be convenient to you? One argument always made is that you can hire an infiltrator at a lower cost. But for your personal benefit, will you knowingly hire a Bangladeshi citizen? So we can also take a contribute, can't we, Rajat? These are policy level conversations. I mean, the onus is also on the citizen. Find out, report Bangladeshis, catch Bangladeshis, report and deport. That should be our new movement. Report and deport. Kamru, please use the hashtag catch infiltrators. I say report and deport Bangladeshis. You agree with me, viewers?
Absolutely. We have got crores of Bangladeshis in West Bengal only. And their CAA has been implemented for them, out of which only 34 have applied for it. They are eating into our resources like rats. So I need to deport all of them. I want the CA to be abolished because that's a dog whistling to the Bangladeshi fundamentalists who are...
So 34 Hindus, no, look at this man. He says 34 Hindus facing persecution, Rami, are very dangerous. But 30 million Bangladeshis,
Arnab, he's
almost all predominantly Muslim are not a danger. Illegal infiltrators.
He called the persecuted Hindus as rats.
Incredible. And you called 34 persecuted Hindus as rats. You Kamru, you called 34 persecuted Hindus rats. You called them. Apologize for that. Apologize for that. No, apologize for your lack of humanity.
You have brought the CA. You are justifying CA. And CA is the root cause of the atrocities on Hindus in Bangladesh now.
Said, sir,
because of the CA, the fundamentally...
I say report and deport. Report and deport, I say. You want to save your country, report and deport illegal infiltrators. You want to ensure that future generations of the country are economically and otherwise safe. Report and deport Bangladeshis. Please say after me, Reena, report and deport. Let's start a new movement, a new hashtag, report and deport.
I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Report and deport, ladies and gentlemen, a new campaign in this country against this continuous politically inspired and patronized illegal infiltration. Make it a huge issue. Reena, debate it everywhere.
Report and deport irrespective of religion.
Yeah, of course. Did I say that? ये angle क्यों लगाया आपने? आपको हर चीज में religion angle, and you call 34 persecuted Bangladeshi Hindus, 34 Bangladeshis persecuted Bangladeshi Hindus were called rats by you.
No, because they are persecuted in Bangladesh because of this foolish law CAA in India. And the CA needs to go. You have conducted an NRC in Assam. What happened to the 20 lakh Bangladeshis that were caught in NRC? 9.5 lakh Aadhaar biometrics.
Reena, please say report and deport. You gave me breaking news on top. You must say, does the Aam Aadmi Party national spokesperson believe that the time has come to report and deport Bangladeshi infiltrators?
I've already said.
Do you say report and deport Bangladeshi infiltrators?
Report and deport.
Will you use that as a hashtag in your next tweet? Will your party start saying report and deport, or will you become like the Congress?
Please protect our borders. Please protect our borders.
And report and deport, ladies and gentlemen, that's the only way out.
Whoever has come in illegally, please deport them. Yes, please.
Okay, viewers, as I come to the end of this debate, I thank everyone, and let me summarize and record with note assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. The infiltration crisis is a major political issue of 2025. From elections in Delhi to the demography change crisis in the Northeast, infiltration is at the top of everyone's political agenda. Mamata Banerjee's attack on the BSF is a classic example of how not to handle this crisis. The TMC has a lot to answer for. Its pro-Bangladesh immigration stands for vote bank politics. But this remains a matter of national security and demands a more mature response from both the center and the states. Ladies and gentlemen, and there you have it. The precise reading of the debate in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Thank you very much for tuning in to my debate tonight. In case you missed debate number 1, stay tuned on the other side of a very short break.